Let's talk about the work plan feature of inTakt. So we have the ability to create repetitive work plans without having to recreate them each week, but also still the ability to modify them very specifically for that particular day or week. To set the work plan globally, we'll go into Takt settings, and I'm going to switch to a different phase that has more work in it here. You'll notice these arrows here. Those tell us that it has default subtasks assigned to it. Let's jump into one of these here. Let's see this overhead plumbing and electrical activity, or this task. Looks like it's missing some overhead electrical. You can choose what the parent color is going to be for that, but I think we have the right parent color on that. And even who's responsible for carrying out that task. So I'm going to add that subtask there. Notice I can drag it around wherever I want. So I almost created a new one there. And then I can drag out the duration of that task, and maybe we'll also throw a buffer here for some of the remaining days on that, and take the parent task off of it, and don't need to have anyone responsible there. Notice you can also add additional notes that'll appear on all of these subtasks. I'll just put something generic there. Tags, things like that we can get into in a later video. I'm going to confirm those subtasks, and notice once I hit the save button and jump into the schedule here, I'm going to go to the work plan tab. And here I can go ahead and skip ahead to this date in February, for example, and I can slide back and forth between the different weeks. I'll jump ahead to this week here, and you'll notice all these subtasks that we've created, including the ones we just barely created, are automatically populated for every week. And let's say on this particular week here for MEP fixture install, we wanted to add a new task, and I'll be really generic with that. But maybe another trade is going to sneak in there, and we're going to let Rob be the person in charge of that. And notice there's that new task there, and maybe I'll say there's not as much mechanical ceiling drops, and so I'll reduce the duration on that. And so you can modify and change those specifically for that week, but notice that the standard will still hold standard for the future weeks. And you can go back and modify that as you wish. To update the progress on these subtasks, it's just as simple as a checkbox, and you can set permissions granularly through the user permissions of who can do what, or maybe which trades that they can answer for. And they check which ones they've completed. But let's say on this pipe installation, they did not get it done. You click a second time to create that X. If you tap a third time, it grays that out. You can jump in and modify or add notes or details specifically to that task that week. All sorts of features and functionality available there. But that's just a quick look at the weekly work plan feature. Dead simple, intuitive, simple to use, ties it all together into one place. Thank you much.